What's going on, y'all? The trade deadline's coming up for the NBA. Bunch of contracts for to get moved around, bunch of players moving around, a lot of rumors going around. So I just wanted to take a look at some of the stuff going on in the league, you feel me? I definitely didn't just spend the last 40 minutes on the trade machine. Jonathan Kuminga officially demanded a trade from the Warriors. And I don't really want to get into my opinions on Jonathan Kuminga as a player. To be honest with you, I don't really know. Let's even go to the Kuminga article. Kuminga demanded a trade today. As soon as he became eligible, he moved. If I'm being honest, him and the Warriors deal was kind of just scuffed. I'm not gonna lie, like it's miscommunication, and then like, you know, he gave him some more minutes, he scored some more points, but then they took away some of his minutes sometimes. Then Jimmy Butler came, filled in his role, what he was supposed to do, but just a lot better. Yeah, now we're here where even when he's healthy, he's sitting games, DNP, all this stuff. It's like they're trying to move him, they try to give him that team-friendly contract or whatever. The contract situation was cooked on. I feel like he should have taken the first contract. It was just like, why are you lowering his, like, why aren't you just playing him to trade him? You know what I mean? Like, just play him 30 minutes a game, whatever, so you can trade him, you know? But you have the people who are like, okay, boom, you need to develop outside the game, which that's my opinion, is that you need to develop these things when you're not playing so that you can get on the court. Like, what happened to getting on the court? You know what I mean? Earning your way on the court through doing whatever the team wants you to do. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm not his position. I don't know what he's actually going through. I don't see him at practice. I don't see what's going on behind the scenes. So we only know what we see on the court. Some people just don't get the opportunity because their coaches don't give them the opportunity. So it's a whole mixed bag of like politics and like egos and all this other stuff that's going on. He has, I don't really know what type of value he has for his skill set at his height and with the things that he lacks in terms of like consistent rebounding and consistent like off-ball defense and stuff like that. I don't really know about the Kuminga trade, and that's this trade right here. Y'all don't get to see it until it's time. What is the Jaw trade? The Grizzlies said they were, you know what I'm saying, entertaining trade offers. Jaw's never actually said anything about a trade. He's always just like, oh, it is what it is, you know, but he's been having like a lot of tension between him and his coaches and even players. You know, you also see that video where he was talking to Vince Williams Jr. He was talking about something. What? I'm right here. We've been here for 5 minutes. And Vince Williams Jr. like they were just antagonizing each other. And people were like, oh yeah, it was a pretty heated conversation. And then obviously Jaw is having a sorry season right now. Arguably the worst season of his career. His value is just in the dumpster. We just saw what Trae Young went for. And I'm pretty sure he's going for less. Yeah, so they have the Miami Heat rumors, and personally, I really don't think that should happen because number one, they're playing the system that he literally did not want to play. That's why he was having arguments with Tom Isolo, and honestly, his game hasn't really evolved that much over the years, which is why I'm like, make it already because he's the latest star. Is he even worth his value? The system doesn't really fit what he wants to do, and then the culture, I'm not really sure. The coach, right? Was the assistant coach like former Lee Memphis or something like that? I forgot. Look at his driving less, but also his midi's not that good. Like his three's still just as bad as it was. Like, oh, I didn't even see Emmanuel quickly jump, bro. But yeah, no, I would not do that if I was Toronto at all. That's what I'm saying, bro. I feel like that I don't really think that's a good idea. Brooklyn, no. Sacramento, cool. Brooklyn, no. Anyway, boom. I would trade Tyler Hero. Real quick, I just want to say I did not, in the recording of this video, see or hear the information that the going price was Ryan Rollins, freaking Kyle Kuzma or something, and a pick. I did not realize that was the price. So please just bear with me, bro. Just bear with me. I was not aware with that information because they can't exist on the same team. Also, it's not just that, but also because they have Norman Powell already. They do the same things on the court, bro. Like, they fulfill the same niche on the court. There really isn't a reason to have both of them on the court at the same time, and they're both making a lot of money. So, you know, one of them probably gotta go. And out of those, one of them, I would take Norman Powell, bro. I feel like they wouldn't want, I mean, obviously Tyler Hero is just the best player in the trade, so they wouldn't want parts. So I'm like, boom, Jalen Walls, two-way, young guy with a lot of potential. I feel like it's guarding up freaking Steph Curry and all type of stuff. I feel like, yeah, they would want parts. Now, obviously, I haven't watched a lot of Grizzlies games, so I don't know all ball on all their players. I saw Cam Spencer PR. I was like, whoa. I seen he was dropping a bunch of points recently. I don't know. Saying I really know how they value him. I don't know. I really know how they value. Like, I don't know how G.G. Jackson's valued nowadays. You know, I heard he had a lot of potential earlier, but lower. Vince Williams Jr., I know they be hating on him. I seen it. Central Carolina, that was when I left the law. I was like, I know they didn't want to trade him. But obviously not Zach Edey. So I was like, okay, this seems like a pretty fair for both parties. But getting this contract off, I don't even know if he can be traded, but it still works. Like, you can still get the trade done in other ways. There's a lot of ways you can do it. Now, the contracts where one team has players that they do not want to trade, that they want to make money, that run into some issues. Like the Kings, which you mentioned earlier. I said, okay, it's a bonus on that Grizzlies team. It's the most disgusting thing I could think of. So I didn't even ponder that. I didn't even consider that. And I'm just gonna pretend you ignore it. If you come up with a trade like that, fair to you. I said, okay, boom. Throw Malik Monk in there, throw Shorter in there, throw Drew in there. Boom, you got it. And I said, boom, on the other side, they probably want somebody. They get G.G. Jackson. There's a bunch of ways you can do it. Again, this doesn't show first round picks or anything like that. And again, I say, Ja's value is very, very low right now. So I look, I'm just saying, like, we saw that Trae Young trade, anything's possible. Now, the Timberwolves, I said, okay, I wouldn't do it if I was Timberwolves because you have to trade Jaden McDaniels. You have to trade him or Naz Reid. And they lack bigs. I mean, I know they have Barry J and they have Zikarsky, yeah, whatever. The Rooks, they're young guys, you know what I mean? They don't have that oomph to their game. You can't just rely on Rudy to do everything again. So again, this would kill their I mean, you can already see it, the minus would kill their defense. Even though you had Jalen Walls, like, you need the bigs defensively. But I mean, you could just go like this, boom, but not using that jump. Boom, it still works. Still got the minus wins in ESPN's prediction. I believe. Oh, whoa, I spoiled it. No! Oh, you can do multi-team trades. Oh, I didn't know you could do like more than, yeah, something like this. You're really banking on the Grizzlies really thinking Ross to be that guy, but you could just say, hey, I Conley and the same thing. Oh, okay. Cool. I guess. I guess something like this. Ja could take ball handling pressure off Ant. You get him more open looks from three, you know, get the team more open looks in general. You will find Rudy for sure. You can find Jeremy. If he can find Zach Edey, he can find Rudy. So I think like they could cook a little bit. It could cook a little bit. And the defense would not be as compromised as it would be if you remove Jaden McDaniels. It's something. It's something. It's a switch up that doesn't catastrophically destroy your books completely. I mean, I guess it could if Ja plays. You gotta take some risks if you want to win a championship. Now, Rockets. I said, okay, boom. The Rockets, they need a point guard who can bring the ball up, organize offense in the half court, spot people across court, and get the ball to KD and Şengün, etc. in positions to score, especially with the game on the line, instead of giving it to him where he can get double and trapped again. But they need spacing at the same time, and he does not help space that team. So if I'm the Rockets, I don't know if I'm doing that because I know I'm not giving up Reed in that deal unless you give me a pick or something. I don't even know the Grizzlies draft capital. The Grizzlies, definitely not. And that's not just me placing a lot of value in Reed, but because Josh stock again is very low. The reason why you see all these freaking trades, you probably think all these are sorry except for this one. His stock's very low. Reed's only getting better. Reed's having a better season right now. So there is a trade there though. I mean, there's a lot of different trades because the Rockets have a bunch of people making decent money. Fred VanVleet was not playing. Griffin Smith making 12.7. Jabari making 12.3. Josh Clark making 7. Clint making 6.7. Tari Eason making 5.67. Tate making 2.96. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got a bunch of contracts you can move around. You could adjust this, throw someone in there, throw some else in there. Yay. They could actually use Josh's services. Again, it'll be clunky, would be clunky, but he could get the offense organized. He will get the offense organized. He will not have to run Reed off the bench. You definitely don't want to run a Ja Reed lineup, but if it worked for a little bit, it could work. But it probably would not. It would probably be very disgusting. But you can run Reed off that bench, be 6-man, run the team, whatever. You could mix up the line as well, or freaking put Jalen Walls in there. I forgot he was even in the trade. There's a bunch of trades there. Honestly, a surprising amount of trades there because of this money right here. Jonathan Kuminga, all the stuff I was talking about earlier. Yeah, I don't know what the Kings, because the Kings are the kings of resource mismanagement and, you know, being the Bulls East or Bulls West. So I don't really know. I try to make us a bonus trade, but I was like, that just sounds so nasty. And all that money at the top of the freaking line for that team, I just don't see it. But I don't see them trading Draymond either. So I was just like, let me just throw some stuff on the trade finder. I don't know. Malik Monk would probably be a good fit for the Warriors, but they don't need another guard. That's why I was like, boom, let's throw Buddy Hield. Devin Carter, he's a young guy. They're not gonna trade Keegan Murray because hell no. Dougie McBuckets, he could shoot some threes off the bench or something. I don't know. I think this is similar to what the actual deal was last time. Guys that have limited value, or like it's question mark on their value and stuff like that. And it's just like, I don't know. But there's a million different trades you can do. I don't think the Kings have picks like that. So I don't think the Kings trade is happening. And yeah, but unless it's like a 3-teamer type of situation, I try to make some 3-teamers or whatever. But yeah, that brings me to my next one, because if you look at this list, right? You look at this list, you know, we can talk about some of these players. Obviously, you know, I'm just going to do the trades that I don't think are getting traded. Giannis is not getting traded. Lowry's not getting traded. Lamel's not gonna trade it, bro. I don't think. Zach LaVine, nah, maybe. I don't know. MPJ, I don't think so. For me, I don't want to trade it because he's averaging 25 on 50, 40, 90, bro. Like damn near. Like 25, 50, 40, almost 50, 40, 90. Like it's like, bro, no. Again, DeMar, same thing. One of them could go. What value? I mean, at least DeMar's like an $18 million, so it's not a lot of money. $20 million, whatever. He's not on a lot of money. When you get contract again, he's making 25 million. He's not making a lot of money, so relatively speaking. Trey Murphy, hell no. I know it's like it's a joke. Why would a 9-win team have like 4 untouchable players? But Trey Murphy, I'm not. Vucevic, who cares? Jonathan Kuminga, Anthony Simons, no, he's playing cool right now. Jimmy Grant, he's making 100 million, 120, right? Or 40, 35, whatever. Like, I don't know why who we're trading for him. Andrew Wiggins, maybe I get it. Daniel Gafford, again, I get it. Like these players down here is kind of like, I guess, sure, maybe, definitely not for these. But like for like this guy lineup right here is like I guess. But the final trade that I cooked up, that I said, boom, AD, Zion, Kuminga, Jonathan Kuminga, everybody, throw everybody in there, bro. Throw everybody in there. Just throw everybody in there, bro. Literally just throw everybody in there. See what happens. Hey, 50,000 right here. That's cash considerations. The 233,000 right here. That's a little bit more concerning. But you know, we could add another team in there, take somebody out, put somebody back in, take somebody out, put somebody back in. We can make it work. It's not that much money. You could, if you tried hard enough, 4 teams involved or 5 teams involved, make it so that you're not, you know, giving up like half your roster. But hey, look, the fact that I got this close, can we just respect it, bro? Basically said, okay, boom, AD to the Warriors, Zion to the Mavericks, Kuminga and picks go to the Pelicans. I ain't gonna lie, the Pelicans are hold here. This is a terrible return for Zion. This is a horrible return for Zion. The return to center of Jonathan Kuminga, bro. And they're giving up the rookie you get right here. And they're giving up Carlo. And they're giving up Sadiq. Actually, they're giving up Micah and Carlo. I don't think they gave a lot to get DeJounte. And any Pelican fan watching this probably hates me. But again, they don't have picks here, though. I think they would like Kuminga and Moody and an actual good player, really good player, or decent, a player that is more on DeJounte's caliber, and some picks and hella picks or something like that. I don't know. Some other player, because I don't think him and Fly will be a good fit, actually. Replace the players around. Switch the players around. I don't know. You could cook something up. You cook something up, bro. Either way, I think AD could, when they're actively trying to trade AD. So I think whatever traded with it's an 80 trade, is going to be some 3-teamers. It's going to be some involved to trade, bro. It's not going to be something simple. So yeah, I don't know. I try my best. I'm not saying you gotta agree with me, bro. Can you just appreciate the effort, bro? Please, I'm begging you. Because I tried. I even put that in ChatGPT. I was like, chat, bro, with these contracts, this return right here, even this return right here, for being honest, is horrible. But I'm done with the trade machine. But yeah, that was what I think about this stuff. I think AD on Zion at this point, probably not. It's looking like it's gonna be a wild deadline. You know what I'm saying? Let me know who you think will go, how they gonna go. I don't know.